Hi, welcome to Dave on the Run. Today we're going to be talking about the Adidas Adizero Adios Pro 3. It is a great shoe. Absolutely love it. But the question is it for everybody? Should you go out there and spend your hard-earned money buying these shoes? And so I'll just give you some of my perspectives on the shoe, some of the things that I really like, some of the things I don't like, and you can actually make up your own mind. Okay. So to start off with, this is an upgrade of the Pro 2. There's a Pro 2 shoe. Okay, fast forward to now, I've got the Pro 3s. I've run in them quite a bit now, really getting used to how they feel on foot. I must say, I'm really happy with the changes. And so I'll just talk to some of the product description in terms of some of the changes they've made, and you can make up your mind whether these are the right shoes for you. Okay, so to start off with, there's been a bit of a change to the upper. They're actually using what is called a cellar mesh material, which is quite a breathable material. It just allows really good airflow through the shoe. So it is a slight difference to the Pro 2s. They used a slightly different type of mesh upper, but pretty much does the same thing, which is actually is really breathable. You don't mess with something that's really good in terms of the upper and the breathability. The second thing is Light Strike Pro. So on the Pro 2s, you actually found that you had Light Strike Pro all the way through the shoe, which is what actually makes these shoes pop. It gives you the responsiveness, it gives you the bounce, and I think one of the key things that actually sets it a little bit apart from the Zoom X foam from Nike is the fact that it's quite long lasting. You can put in miles, you can put miles into the shoe. You're going to actually see the same responsiveness for a long time. And I've noticed that with the Pro 2s as well. So I'm really happy with that. The difference is they've actually widened the base. So they've actually widened the whole forefoot, and they've widened the back slightly as well. So what you actually find is it's very stable. I found that on the Pro 2s, it was a little bit unstable, and what it tended to do is it tended to make my leg flop a little bit on the outside. And so I found that they've actually corrected that with these shoes. So a super comfortable shoe, really responsiveness, really bouncy. And that's some of the changes that I've seen that they've made. And most of the extra foam, which I think they have put in, they've actually put it into the forefoot of the shoe. So you're landing on that responsive foam right in the forefoot, which is where you really want it. And so I really like that about the shoe. Apart from that, they've made slight changes to the cutout, but really they're still using the Continental rubber, which is what really works on all of the Adidas shoes. This Continental rubber, really grippy. They've still got the carbon plate, the carbon rods. But the difference is that actually the carbon rods is joined up right into the back of the shoe. And so there's one carbon rod piece that runs all the way through the metatarsals of the foot and through to the back of the shoe. So it just does make it a little bit more rigid in that sense, but allows you to actually keep that energy. You don't lose the energy in the foam, so you're allowed to keep it. It also really works when you pick up the pace. And so you actually find yourself actually being able to go a little bit quicker, and it gives you that spring off. So, positives. I believe you're going to get mileage out of this shoe. This is going to be your race shoe. I believe you're going to get decent mileage out of it. The second one I would say is it is very responsive. When you put these shoes on and you start running in them, you feel the responsiveness. It really works in that. One of the key things I noticed with this shoe that's an upgrade from the previous shoe is the transition. So it rolls you through the toe off really smoothly, and you actually feel yourself rocking forward. It's got a rocker geometry that allows you to just roll forward. Okay, so there's 2 points that I don't like about these shoes that are actually linked to the exact same thing. The first one is the forefoot lockdown. I found this on many of the other shoes from Adidas. I find that over the top of the foot, number one, the tongue is really thin. And that could be easily dealt with by Adidas by actually just putting a more comfortable tongue in. I don't think, the sacrifice of the weight is actually going to have that much of an effect. So because the tongue is so thin, I always found pressure over the top with the lacing of the shoe. And I've tried many different ways of lacing the shoe, and it still comes down to the exact same thing. So the pressure over the top, I don't know what Adidas needs to do. I would imagine something like using a knit upper, or they've got this Adidas Prime X strung, maybe having that strung upper, or this version with a strung upper top. I think that might actually work better than this. Or secondly, by changing the tongue and putting a comfortable tongue in, it's just going to make the experience of using these shoes, especially over marathon, so much better. So the two that are really related is the lacing. I couldn't get the lacing right, and the pressure over the top of the shoe was a problem for me. And final thoughts, what do I think about the Pro 2s? I love these shoes. I love wearing them. They're really comfortable. I find that I'm able to go faster, and I'm able to slow down and still feel the comfort of the shoe. When I want to pick up the pace, I can pick it up. When I want to track back a bit, I can. So I really loved it about these shoes. Yes, I would recommend these shoes. I think just because it appeals to more people, and it appeals to most people. And so that's one of the things I really like about the shoes, the actual ability to put them on and to just go. And yeah, so I would say Adidas Pro 3 is a yay from me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.